this bit about Trump canceling the TPP on day one, this has legs. This is moving. Listen, you have to understand that the president doesn't decide whether a trade deal goes through or not. That's a congressional responsibility. And they can override him. And he can't veto it. As mentioned, he may be setting up a make-believe fight where he feigns opposition only to be defeated by a supermajority, or decides in the end not to fight it. That's how Clinton did his make-believe fight against the repeal of glass-steagall. You know, he's all, oh, stop it, don't repeal the glass. Yeah, right. They had a supermajority. Okay, he could have stopped it. Sorry, he couldn't have stopped it. So he didn't bother fighting it, and now everybody blames him for it. But I mean, there was nothing he could have done to stop it. That doesn't mean he didn't support it, right? I still think he's going to come around to it. In the end, even if Trump does, put up this front against this trade agreement, the Congress can push it through without him, because it's the Congress that has trade deal authority, right? Your friendly Canadian explaining your constitution to you. So you have to understand that it doesn't mean anything for the president to declare he's going to pull out of the TPP on day one, right? And that itself should be instructive that it's a PR stunt. He can't do that. He's not the dictator yet. Likewise, when he says that he's not going to pursue charges against Clinton, that's like, that means nothing, because he couldn't have pursued charges against Clinton anyways. There is an independent judicial system in the United States. Almost everything he said was nonsense. Just about the only thing he said that isn't nonsense is that he wants to start a war with China. And that's what the TPP is all about. The Asia pivot. The containment strategy. It's a long-standing policy, actually. It's an escalation. It is not Donald Trump that will determine the fate of the TPP. A Senate supermajority is already all but certain. It's the House that they need votes for, so the major player is actually Paul Ryan. There's an article here. Paul Ryan is very much in favor of the TPP. So is Mike Pence, by the way. It's not unheard of for the president to disagree with Congress on international agreements either. This is something that has happened many times in the United States. Clinton couldn't get Kyoto through Congress or the Rome Statute. There may be a broader precedent to look. There may be a broader precedent to look for. Clinton might be a broader precedent to look for in understanding what Trump's relationship with his Congress is going to be like. Somebody else that had huge problems with his Congress on international agreements was Woodrow Wilson, and I'll let you look that up yourself. Like I say, I expect him to come around on this, because it's what he wants. He just doesn't realize it yet.